Okay, we're back down at the pool again, and one of the things I'm going to do today is talk about how I approach any water. I'm going to talk about location, and as I'm talking I'm seeing a swirl there in the lily pads. That was definitely a decent fish, just a vortex coming up, probably from a carp's tail as it's grubbing about on the bottom. So even on a small place like this, location is the number one factor in carp fishing. If there's no fish in front of you, you're not going to catch any. So that's the first thing I do. It might take me a couple of hours to find some fish. I'll just keep walking around the lake, putting a bit of bait in, and sooner or later they're going to give themselves away, whether that's by crashing out or rolling, or you're seeing bubbles coming up where they're feeding, or usually on here really discoloured water where they're ripping the bottom up. So let's have a walk around, see if we can find any. Don't know if you can see that out there. There's a fish just under the surface, cruising about. Right, so this is a good example of feeding fish. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but the water from about where those geese are, so I've just scared back into the water, up to this tree is really coloured. So possibility that that's fish ripping the bottom up. We'll have a look at this a little bit further down. Okay, I don't know how well this is coming out on camera, but these are definitely carp down here feeding, sending clouds of mud up. You can see that down there, bubbles coming up just down there. You can't fish this peg because there's a big snapped off part of that tree in the water. But you can fish close to it from the opposite side. You can fish further up the margin here, so that'll be a choice. But there is another guy just turned up to fish, and if he's going to do the night, I'll let him have the choice of swim because I'm only going to be doing the day. But yeah, definitely feeding fish down here. You can see the I don't know how well it's coming out on camera, but I can definitely see clouds of mud coming up where they're grubbing about on the bottom. It's only about 2.5 foot deep here, all the way along there. It's pretty discoloured up into this where all these snags are as well. So there's one option. Same as I say, we've seen fish down at the bottom end of the lake, so there is more than one choice to be made. I've seen a few down this end, so same as I say, there's a choice of options. I prefer the other end because them fish were definitely feeding, whereas these are just milling about. Okay, so once you've located some fish, the next thing you've got to decide is how you're going to fish for them. And by that I mainly mean you need to bait up to get them feeding and create yourself some chances. Now on any new water I won't go in with tons of bait, piling it in. All I'm doing is fishing for one fish at a time. I've not been here for a few years, so that's all I've been doing, and it's been working for me. Find the fish, bait up, get them feeding, and you'll be in with a chance of hooking one. Be in with a lot more chance than if you were sat down the other end of the lake with no fish in front of you. So yeah, hopefully, so we've found the fish all in this swim. I'm baiting up. All I'm doing is fishing small PVA bags with crumb boilies and small pellets in them, and giving them a good dose of liquid food as well, which will throw plenty of attraction and hopefully entice some fish down towards your bait. So it has been working for me last few sessions, so that's what we're doing again today, and fingers crossed rub in with another fish. Okay, interest first fish. And that's not taken very long at all. Don't feel too big. Let him have his head. He can go that way if he wants. Come on. It's only a small one, but it's an absolutely pristine little mirror. That's really nice. Yo, well there he goes. And he's in the net. Awesome. Well, there we go, first one of the day. And it's a tiny little mirror. It's either one that's bred on in here, or it's a little stockie. I'm not sure which, but it's a cracking little fish. I mean, it's 7.5 pounds. It's tiny, but it's like a little breeze block. It's absolutely solid. Well, yeah, really happy with that. So you've been here an hour, and the tactics have paid off again. Find the fish, small amounts of bait, just fish one fish at a time. And yeah, little dumpy, stunning mirror carp. Let's get her back. Okay, we're into another fish. This one feels better than the last one. I'll try and get the netting down here. It's biting well. Just repositioned that bait. Grating on something. Yeah, much better fish. I don't think it's huge, but better than the last one. It looks like I've got a fish on the other bloody rod as well. Let's get this one in the net as quick as possible. Got to take on the other sodding rod and leave this in the net. Come on, come on. He's got to go in. Get in. Right, that's one in. Let's get this other rod. There's that one out there. Double take, unbelievable. And that's what can happen when you find the fish. He's walking back. He's trying to get round that corner, but we're not going to let him. Jesus. Take on both rods. Coming towards me now. Not got a rod in the water. Oh, it's a cracking mirror. Another cracking fish. Just let him plough about under the rod tip now. Let him tire himself out. We've got 2 in the net. That's a cracking, fully scaled by the look of it. Get this net in. I don't want the other one to get out, that's the problem. Man, that is a nice fish. Oh, there she goes. Come on, get in. Get in. Yes. Man, that's crazy. 2 fish in the net. Oh, man. So there we go. 2 fish in the net at the same time. Both look absolutely cracking fish. Yeah, I'll get them out, get them unhooked. We'll put one back in the net while we take care of the first fish, and then we'll get the second fish out and have a look at that as well. Well, there we go. 2 fish in the net at the same time. Okay, so there we go. That's the first one of that brace. That's £16 7 ounce. Cracking fish. But yeah, while I was playing this one, the other one ripped off. That gave me a right fright. So I'll get this one put back and we'll get the other one out. I've not weighed it yet.
Nightmare on again. I forgot what it's like.
Oh. Right, there we go. There's the second one of that double take. This one was 22.5, I think it was. Yeah, absolutely stunning, fully scaled. Just have a look at the other side. There we go. What a cracking fish. Absolutely awesome. Okay, there she is. My good mate Nigel's come down to help me with it. But what an awesome fish that is. Yeah, let's let it go. Off she goes. Oh, that's been a brilliant session. 3 fish in 7 hours. Can't complain at that, not on here. That just proves that location is the key. We found 2 groups of fish that are milling about on the top, down at the other end of the lake. But then we've come down to this peg, well, onto peg 9 opposite, and had a look in there, and there were loads of fish up here, churning the bottom up, so definitely feeding. And you know, if you can find the fish and get on them, good, you've got a lot better chance. But if you can find feeding fish, you know you're in for a good time. So hope you've enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one when the motorbikes have gone by, and we'll see you later. Thanks for watching.